afternoon, East Alabama and West Georgia. Dr. Don in here with you with a quick update of some very strong thunderstorms developing this afternoon across portions of East Alabama and West Georgia. These storms are moving to the south. This is part of a line of thunderstorms that stretches from about Peachtree City, Georgia, all the way back up to around Gadsden, Alabama. And we currently have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings that have just been issued by the National Weather Service office out of Atlanta. We'll start up there around Bremen. We have a severe thunderstorm warning that's in effect up there. Also, we have a severe thunderstorm warning now in effect for Carroll County this afternoon as well. Then we have special weather statements for South Fulton and down there around Peachtree City. And in Alabama, we have a couple of special weather statements as well. One of those special weather statements is for Cherokee County in northeast Alabama, and that's stretching down into Cleburne County. Heavy thunderstorm now near Fruithurst, approaching Heflin. And all of these storms this afternoon are moving to the south. So we'll give you a heads up in places like Ranburne, Bowden, Roopville, down to around Noonan, Grantville. And then eventually we're going to be looking at Anniston, Ashland, Lineville, Wedowee, Woodland, Roanoke, probably making it all the way down to Wadley. And then over in Georgia, places like Franklin and LaGrange may have to deal with these storms as well. And depending on how long they hold together, we could end up seeing this line of thunderstorms on down into Chambers and Tallapoosa and eventually Lee County later on this afternoon. There's really nothing to prevent these storms from continuing moving south. We have had plenty of heat and sunlight down here in East Alabama and West Georgia, so there's really nothing to inhibit the continued development of these storms as they move off to the south. Different story over here in portions of North Georgia. We have been in the rain-soaked cool air all morning, so when this line of thunderstorms moved through our particular area, didn't do a whole lot here because the atmosphere is just not conducive for severe weather because of all the rain we had earlier today. That's not the case down here in East Alabama and West Georgia. We certainly could see some very strong winds. We could see some large hail. And everybody in East Alabama and West Georgia this afternoon needs to be weather aware. The verbiage on the latest warning we received, which was for Carroll County, is this. The National Weather Service in Peachtree City has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Haralson County in northwestern Georgia, central Carroll County in northwest Georgia, and southwestern Douglas County in north central Georgia until 2:45 Eastern. At 2:14 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Bremen to near Abilene to Havana and south. Or Hannah, I should say, and moving south at 15 miles per hour. The main hazard with this particular storm is 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and quarter-sized hail. So that's going to be that area there around Bremen, stretching down to around Mount Zion and Carrollton. And then over in Alabama, we have a special weather statement for that same line of storms there around Fruithurst, now encroaching on I-20. And I concur with Birmingham. It doesn't look quite as significant in Alabama as it does over in Georgia. But as this line moves south, I'm giving you guys in Cleburne, Randolph, and Clay, and Calhoun a heads up, maybe even Talladega. Heads up, because the western side of this line could continue to develop and grow just as strong as the eastern side as it slips off down to the south this afternoon. We're going to be watching this for you very closely here on Dr. Don's Weather, and we'll come back and give you updates as conditions warrant. And as I say so, there comes a brand new special weather statement. This one's going to be up there for around Piedmont, Jacksonville, and Weaver. So that's an indication that the western side of this line of storms is continuing to develop and increase in intensity So I would certainly include Talladega now into this conversation about heads up and be weather aware as we go throughout the remainder of the afternoon. These special weather statements you see outlined by the blue could turn into severe thunderstorm warnings at any moment, such as what we're seeing over here in Georgia. So again, remain weather aware this afternoon, and we'll come back and continue to give you updates as we get the information from the National Weather Service here on Dr. Don's Weather.